Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, recently made a subtle but potentially explosive statement that's igniting speculation across the crypto community, hinting that up to 55 billion XRP tokens could suddenly vanish. That's not a typo, 55 billion. While this may initially sound extreme or unrealistic, a closer look reveals there might be some very real logic behind the theory. And if it plays out, it could completely transform the future of XRP. The potential impact: an unprecedented surge in XRP's value, potentially dwarfing even Bitcoin's most famous price runs. Currently, XRP trades far below its all-time high, but this scenario could be the catalyst that finally propels it past those limits, maybe even toward the elusive $100 mark. But let's unpack what's really going on. Ripple currently holds around 45 billion XRP in escrow, a system designed to release tokens in a steady, controlled manner each month. This method has long served to prevent sudden floods of supply that might destabilize the price, maintaining a sense of balance in the market. However, this system has an end point. By 2027, the escrow will be completely exhausted, forcing Ripple to make crucial decisions about the future handling of its remaining XRP. They could continue releasing tokens as planned, potentially increasing market supply over time. Or, they could pivot dramatically, perhaps by destroying a significant portion of the escrowed XRP, in a process known as token burning. Token burning, for those unfamiliar, is a method used to permanently remove tokens from circulation by sending them to an irretrievable address. It's a strategy often employed to reduce inflation and drive up the value of remaining tokens. In XRP's case, burning even a portion of the escrow could cause an immediate supply shock, increasing scarcity and boosting demand, and with it, the price. Fueling these rumors, Ripple's CTO David Schwartz recently acknowledged that future decisions around the escrow might align with market sentiment. This leaves the door wide open to possibilities like halting releases or even initiating a burn, especially if such actions would help stabilize the market or strengthen investor confidence. Now let's talk potential outcomes. If Ripple were to burn, say, 50 billion XRP, it would be one of the most significant acts of intentional deflation in crypto history. XRP's utility is already well established. It's used for global payments, cross-border transactions, and is backed by strategic partnerships with financial institutions. So reducing its total supply by such a massive amount could drastically alter the supply-demand dynamic. In such a scenario, prices could skyrocket far beyond historical highs, even entering triple-digit territory. While XRP has never breached $5, this kind of supple cut could unlock growth that's never been seen before. Of course, there's the flip side. If Ripple sticks with the current plan and allows the escrow to play out through 2027 without burning tokens, we likely won't see that dramatic price explosion, at least not from a supple shock. However, even this route has long-term implications. Once the escrow runs out, Ripple will no longer control any extra supply, potentially decentralizing the asset further in the eyes of the community, which many see as a positive step. Regardless of which path Ripple chooses, one thing is clear: the coming years are critical. Investors are watching closely, analysts are modeling various scenarios, and the crypto space is buzzing with anticipation. Whether or not a massive burn occurs, the mere fact that Ripple is considering all options shows strategic foresight. They're not just coasting, they're actively managing the future of XRP. And in a volatile, fast-moving industry like crypto, leadership that thinks long-term could be just as valuable as any supply cut. There's no denying that developments like this can boost confidence and encourage major institutions to get involved. It also gives XRP a functional edge, even when broader markets are struggling. With that in mind, Ripple's next move could be a game-changer for long-term XRP holders, potential investors, or even those simply watching the crypto space unfold. Some believe this could become one of the defining stories in cryptocurrency in the years ahead. Could XRP hit $100? Only time will tell. But if, hypothetically, 50 billion tokens were to vanish in a short period, the resulting impact would be massive. Yes, a ripple effect indeed. Before wrapping up, it's important to address the elephant in the room: regulation. The crypto world is heavily influenced by government policies, and XRP is no exception. Ripple has been entangled with regulators like the SEC, creating uncertainty and volatility in the market. But what if all of that changed? Imagine Ripple emerging victorious from its legal battles, and XRP being classified as not a security. That could open the door for institutional investors who've been sitting on the sidelines due to regulatory concerns. On the flip side, if stricter rules come into play or Ripple loses its cases, it could severely limit XRP's potential or even resulting in delistings. The bottom line: the outcome of these legal and regulatory matters could drastically shape XRP's future market value. So while speculation around token burns and market mechanics continues, don't underestimate the influence of regulation. It could either propel XRP to unprecedented heights or drag it down significantly. Always stay informed, follow the regulatory updates, and make educated decisions when investing. Now for some final thoughts. So if you found this content valuable, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dive crypto insights. And let us know what you think. Could a token burn really happen? Would Ripple go through with it? Could XRP realistically reach $100? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we read every single one.